Archangel Michael says a person you love who passed away requested this message for you personally. Do not ignore their final call. Archangel Michael says, tonight the veil between the realms thins, and in that sacred opening, a soul who once held your heart reaches out with a message only meant for you. You weren't supposed to see this by accident. You were guided, pulled here by the love of someone who still watches over you, someone who left this earth but never left your side. You may have felt them recently, in your dreams, in a scent that suddenly lingered in the air, or a soft whisper brushing your name when no one else was near. They have been trying to communicate for days now, hoping you'd notice the signs. And now, Archangel Michael says, they've requested divine permission to speak through this message. What they couldn't say in their final moments is now being revealed. They carried regret, not for their journey's end, but for the words they never said to you. There is peace in their world now, but their soul needed this connection to set your heart free. Type Amen to get blessing 143. They've seen your tears, ones you tried to hide from the world. They know the loneliness, the quiet ache that sneaks into your chest at night. They want you to know, it was never your fault. You could not have stopped what happened. The timing was divine, written in a way the mind cannot always understand. But they do not blame you, they thank you for the love, the memories, the presence. Type Amen to get blessing 778. Archangel Michael says this person's soul has been fighting through layers of spiritual realms just to reach you. They were granted permission not just for closure, but for comfort. You are not imagining their presence, you are feeling it. Their message is not a goodbye, it's a promise. A promise that love never dies, that the connection continues beyond the curtain of life. They've even orchestrated protection around your most vulnerable moments. Type Amen to get blessing 982. There is a reason certain people have suddenly disappeared from your life lately. This loved one saw danger approaching and helped to divert it without you even realizing. They've become a silent guardian, and now they urge you to listen closely. They've seen what you've been planning to do out of grief. They beg you, don't. Your story isn't over, you still have a purpose to fulfill. Type Amen to get blessing 304. Archangel Michael says the path ahead holds something miraculous. Your loved one is interceding for a miracle on your behalf, a healing that no human can offer. You will know it by the peace that suddenly floods your spirit soon. They've asked heaven to wipe away your tears in exchange for something divine. You'll notice in the coming days, dreams that feel real, conversations that feel guided, decisions that seem effortless. This is not coincidence, it's orchestration. Type Amen to get blessing 665. They want you to go to that one place you've been avoiding. The place you once shared joy with them, but now fear facing alone. They say, go back there, not to grieve, but to receive. Archangel Michael says they've left a sign waiting for you. A token of love, placed there not by hand but by spirit. You will recognize it immediately, your heart will know. Type Amen to get blessing 121. They also want you to forgive someone you're still angry with. The one they know hurt you, maybe even during their passing. They say holding on to that pain is chaining your joy. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, it means freeing yourself. And once you do, your soul will rise lighter, clearer. Your loved one is cheering you on, louder than you know. Type Amen to get blessing 438. Archangel Michael says something you once lost, an object of deep value, is about to return. It will come in a strange, unexpected way, almost surreal. This is their sign, to remind you, they're still working in your life. You may even hear their favorite song play unexpectedly this week. You'll think of them and feel something you haven't felt in years, joy. That is their gift, not sadness, but the return of your joy. Type Amen to get blessing 807. They're sorry for the way things ended. If they had known then what they know now, they would have stayed longer, hugged tighter, spoken louder. But they now see every moment you gave them as sacred. You gave them peace. You gave them presence. Now they want to give you the future. Type Amen to get blessing 289. Archangel Michael says you've been chosen to carry their legacy. Whether it was their wisdom, their compassion, their passion, something they had is now in you. They ask you to share it, live it, pass it on. They see how you've been doubting yourself lately. How you question your purpose, your strength. But from the other side, they scream, you are more than enough. Type Amen to get blessing 991. They visit when you least expect, during your walks, while cooking, as you rest. You may feel a soft warmth on your shoulder, or a tingling at the crown of your head. That's not imagination, that's visitation. Archangel Michael says your loved one has also whispered your name in heaven's courts. And in return, a divine opening has been made for you. Something life-changing will be presented to you in 7 days. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You may receive an unexpected message, a letter, a phone call. Something that unlocks a memory, a door, a future. Don't ignore it, it's divinely guided. Your loved one saw you in pain and asked heaven for intervention. And now, the time has arrived. Healing is about to replace heartbreak. Type Amen to get blessing 199. Archangel Michael says a child in your life has been touched by this soul. Watch how they act around pictures, or speak suddenly of things they couldn't know. Children are messengers too, and they've been chosen to remind you. This person who passed is not truly gone. They've become wind, light, thought, and love. And they are more alive in spirit than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 387. You will begin to dream vividly again. Not random dreams, but visits. Pay attention, they may reveal names, numbers, even warnings. They may even tell you what to do next, what career to change, what home to leave, who to trust. You are not alone in making these choices anymore. Heaven has assigned you help, and it wears the face of the one you still miss. Type Amen to get blessing 723. Archangel Michael says in the next 21 days, a transformation will occur. Grief will start turning into gratitude. Tears into laughter. You'll still miss them. But instead of sorrow, you'll feel strength. Because now, you'll know, they are walking with you. Type Amen to get blessing 314. And one final thing, they wanted you to live more boldly. To take the trip. Speak your truth. Love again. You are not betraying them by moving forward, you are honoring them. They've been watching, waiting for the moment you'd be ready to hear all of this. And now that you have, the healing can finally begin. Archangel Michael says, your loved one asked for this message to reach you today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, today. Because now you are strong enough to receive it. Archangel Michael says, they are still writing your name in the heavens with reverence. You may not see them, but your name is whispered with pride by the soul who still calls you theirs. Their love has not faded with time, it has grown deeper, wiser, and more powerful in the spiritual realm. They are interceding for you with other ancestors, creating a circle of light that surrounds your home. This sacred barrier is meant to protect you from forces you've never seen, but have come too close. Now, because of their requests, the spiritual realm has activated an army of protection around you. Type Amen to get blessing 610. You've been questioning a decision in your heart. They want you to know, the answer lies not in fear, but in faith. They say, move forward, you are not walking into darkness, you are stepping into purpose. Soon, you will receive a gift that holds their energy. It may come from a stranger, or in a package, or tucked away in a drawer you forgot. This item will spark a memory and open a flood of comfort. Type Amen to get blessing 856. There's a person you've been thinking about reconnecting with, but haven't had the courage. They say now is the time, because there's healing waiting on the other side of that conversation. They want to see you surrounded by those who uplift, not drain. Archangel Michael says this departed soul has asked heaven to repair your broken relationships. It won't happen overnight, but a chain reaction is beginning. Trust the process, because they are guiding every step of it. Type Amen to get blessing 203. They also want to talk about your health. You've been ignoring signs, brushing off symptoms, delaying rest. They beg you, take care of yourself. Your body is still housing the mission they never got to finish. There is divine energy entering your bloodstream soon. It's spiritual, but it will affect you physically, renewing strength, lifting fatigue, silencing anxiety. This is their way of saying, you are still needed here. Type Amen to get blessing 799. They are preparing you to be someone else's miracle. Someone around you is silently suffering, and you've been chosen to be their light. You carry a voice that heals, a presence that calms, and it's time to use it. Archangel Michael says, "This soul who left Earth too soon has chosen you as their messenger. Not with burden, but with blessing. You will speak words you never planned, and they will heal hearts you never expected." Type Amen to get blessing 588. Don't underestimate the spiritual power that now moves through you. You've been upgraded, anointed, elevated by this connection to the afterlife. They are proud of who you've become, and even prouder of who you're becoming. You will notice animals acting differently around you. A butterfly that lingers, a bird that follows, a dog that stares into your eyes. These are not random encounters, they are spiritual confirmations. Type Amen to get blessing 431. They are also revealing secrets that were kept from you. You'll hear something soon that shocks you, about someone close, or an event from the past. Do not fear it. It's part of the healing they promised to send. Truth will finally rest where lies once sat. Justice will begin to bloom in situations that once felt so unfair. You are not cursed, you were being positioned. Type Amen to get blessing 702. Archangel Michael says this soul's energy now pulses through your intuition. The dreams, the gut feelings, the flashes of knowing, they are real. You're not overthinking, you're being tuned in. They are also reminding you to laugh again. To dance without guilt. To celebrate even while you're still healing. They say, your joy is the prayer we've been waiting to see answered. Type Amen to get blessing 512. They've left you a memory tucked inside your own heart. When you're still, when the noise settles, you'll feel it. It's the soft reminder that you were once deeply, divinely loved, and still are. Archangel Michael says, this soul watches you even now. They smile when you succeed. They cry when you hurt. And most of all, they walk with you, even into the moments that scare you. Type Amen to get blessing 627. You felt their hand in recent decisions. That job you didn't take. The move you hesitated on. They helped redirect it, because something bigger is coming. They've asked the heavens for something bold on your behalf. And the answer is coming in the form of an opportunity wrapped in divine timing. Be ready, it will feel like a door opens itself. Type Amen to get blessing 310. There is a time-sensitive message they're urging you to follow through on. Something you've delayed, put off, or ignored out of fear. Do it now. It holds a key to your next blessing. Archangel Michael says a letter, text, or spoken word from them is still coming. It may come through someone else's voice, or even in a dream. You will recognize it instantly, your soul will know. Type Amen to get blessing 934. You have not been forgotten. You were not abandoned. You have been protected in ways only heaven understands. They say, stop replaying the guilt. You did what you could with what you knew. Now is the time to release the weight and walk free. Type Amen to get blessing 877. Archangel Michael says this message will continue to echo for days. Even after you leave this page, their spirit will still be speaking. You'll feel it in the quiet, in the patterns of light, in the unexpected peace. The next chapter of your life is one they'll help you write. A chapter filled with healing, divine alignment, and the love you thought you lost. But you didn't lose them, you've just been reconnected. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They're so proud of how you've survived. They see how hard it's been to carry the loss while still living. But you've made them proud just by staying, by choosing life each day. And now, they're helping shape the next version of you. Not broken. Not lost. But reborn in the light of truth, love, and purpose. You are their miracle, just as they were once yours. Type Amen to get blessing 369. Archangel Michael says your story is being rewritten in heaven's language. And every page that felt like suffering is now being turned into divine legacy. You are the continuation of their light. Their final message is this: you are never alone. Never have been. Never will be. Let those words become your compass, your comfort, your strength. This is not the end, this is the beginning of a new divine chapter. And remember, they didn't say goodbye. They said, until we meet again. Archangel Michael says, even in moments when you feel completely alone, you are wrapped in the presence of this soul. Their essence has intertwined with your energy, woven through your everyday life in ways you can't always see. The air around you changes when they draw near, and your spirit knows before your mind does. You may have caught yourself talking every aloud, time you did, thinking you were only venting to yourself. Not a single word from your heart has gone unheard in the spiritual realm. Type Amen to get blessing 415. They've been whispering to the universe about your name, pleading for it to be lifted, honored, and healed. You will soon walk into rooms where your energy is respected again. The people coming into your life now are answers to the prayers they made on your behalf. There's someone specific they're trying to push into your path. A soul that will offer peace, support, and possibly love. You'll recognize them by how they feel familiar. Almost like your departed loved one's energy lives inside them. Type Amen to get blessing 828. This person is not a replacement, but a divine extension of what was taken from you too soon. You will feel an instant connection, a sense of spiritual safety. Your heart will open again, not out of need, but out of knowing. Archangel Michael says you've suffered long enough. The season of survival is ending, and a season of rebuilding is beginning. The soul of your loved one is now clearing the path ahead of you. Type Amen to get blessing 266. You've been holding on to an item, a photo, a piece of jewelry, a shirt, or a gift that you can't let go of. They want you to know they've blessed that object. It holds their frequency and can be used as a spiritual anchor in your hardest moments. When you feel like breaking, hold it. Let their love wrap around you. They're closer than your next breath. Type Amen to get blessing 900. They also want you to release the fear of forgetting them. You never will. Their love has left a permanent mark in your spirit that can never be erased. Your memories are not fading, they're evolving. They are turning into wisdom, reminders, and fuel for your next purpose. That's how legacies live, not just in memory, but in action. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Archangel Michael says your tears were the offering that opened this sacred communication. Every cry in the night became a trumpet in the heavens. And your loved one heard it all. Now, heaven has responded with restoration. You're being aligned with unexpected favor, divine encounters, creative ideas, and peaceful outcomes. The chaos is lifting because your spirit is ready for clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 701. They saw you nearly give up. They watched you break, scream, go silent, and still show up the next day. And they want you to know, that's the strongest kind of courage. They have spoken your name in heaven's highest council. And the decision has been made, your pain must now become your power. Your purpose must now rise from your past. Type Amen to get blessing 118. A blessing is being shaped in silence, behind the veil. It will come disguised at first, maybe as a problem, a delay, or a strange detour. But it is heaven's tool to reroute you towards something better. You'll realize soon that everything lost was not punishment, it was preparation. They needed to step back into spirit so you could step forward into destiny. You are now carrying both your life and theirs within you. Type Amen to get blessing 644. Archangel Michael says this is the moment where old grief turns into divine motivation. You were never meant to just endure their loss, you were meant to expand because of it. They are now your sacred guide, your secret force, your heavenly wind. You'll feel a shift this week, an inner peace that doesn't match your outside situation. That's how you'll know they are near. That's how you'll know they're keeping their promise. Type Amen to get blessing 517. You will start receiving signs more frequently now, numbers, feathers, dreams, or chills. Don't doubt them. Respond with love, with acknowledgement. They feed on recognition. Your openness invites more clarity, more comfort, more divine presence. This is how your relationship with them continues, not in silence, but in sacred signals. And now, those signals are about to get stronger. Type Amen to get blessing 375. Archangel Michael says the month ahead is a bridge. A crossing point between pain and peace, sorrow and strength. You will walk this bridge with unseen hands steadying you. Let go of the thought that you've failed them. They see the effort, the strength, the beauty of your resilience. And they are in awe of how you've carried their memory with grace. Type Amen to get blessing 277. They want you to celebrate your next birthday boldly. Not with tears, but with laughter, music, and presence. They will be there, in the candlelight, in the wind, in the stillness. A gift is coming, a literal one. You won't expect it. But when you open it, your heart will recognize it instantly as something they would have chosen for you. Type Amen to get blessing 159. Archangel Michael says their story didn't end, it just shifted. They've become your ally in the realm of miracles. They now walk beside angels, interceding for your breakthrough. This week, something strange may happen, a coincidence too deep to be random. That's their doing. They want to prove to you they're still with you, active, watching, loving. Type Amen to get blessing 549. They want to see you trust again. To believe in love again, even if your heart has been broken. Because they say you deserve it, not just in this life, but always. They know how hard it is to move on. But they're not asking you to forget. They're asking you to live, and carry them with you as you do. Type Amen to get blessing 838. Archangel Michael says, this connection has awakened your spiritual gifts. You've always had sensitivity to the spirit world, but this loss has opened your perception even more. Expect your dreams,
You'll speak things
before they happen,
and inner wisdom to sharpen.
You'll sense people's motives without explanation. You'll become a vessel of divine discernment, because of them. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their love is not limited by time, space, or dimension. It crosses the veil like light through stained glass, shifting but shining just the same. You are loved in ways you can't measure, protected in ways you can't see. This message was not just to comfort you, it was to empower you. You are the chosen vessel of their final message, that love never dies. And now, you must go forward not in sorrow, but in sacred strength. End of message. If your heart was moved and you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, even though this message feels like an ending, it is actually a sacred continuation. Your loved one has been standing behind every door you feared to open, waiting to offer strength from the shadows. They never left, only transformed into something eternal, something unbreakable, something yours. They are in the flicker of light when you feel overwhelmed. They are in the rhythm of your breath when you calm your panic. They are in the silence between heartbeats, whispering, "Keep going, I am here." Type Amen to get blessing 642. Archangel Michael wants you to understand the gravity of this moment. The connection you now feel will grow stronger if you honor it daily. Speak to them in your thoughts, your prayers, your quiet moments. They hear everything. You are not imagining the sensation of being watched while you cry. That warmth on your neck, that sense of pressure in the room, it's not your mind. It's a soul sitting with you in your sorrow, refusing to let you face it alone. Type Amen to get blessing 280 for the next time you see your own reflection. Pause. Look deeper. Because a part of them now lives within your eyes, the courage they had, the fire they carried, the love they gifted. You may even notice your habits shifting. A new craving, a laugh you haven't used in years, a phrase you suddenly say often, those are not random. They are pieces of them gently merging into your day. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says their journey continues through your footsteps. You are their final message wrapped in human form. You are their echo, their extension, their evolution. And now the world is waiting for you to share the wisdom their passing has planted inside your heart. The compassion, the depth, the knowing. You've become a sacred vessel of remembrance and light. Type Amen to get blessing 360. There's someone around you who's skeptical of the spiritual. Your story will be the one to shift their soul. Your experience will become their awakening. Your loved one is already orchestrating divine timing for this encounter. You'll meet them soon. Watch for the one who says, "I never believed in signs, until now." That's when you'll know, your journey has become a blessing for others, too. Type Amen to get blessing 499. They've been protecting something precious for you in the unseen. A creative gift, a financial opening, or a hidden opportunity. It's been held back until now, until your heart was ready to receive it. Now that you've reached this spiritual alignment, the blessings will begin to flow. What was delayed will now be released. What was blocked will now burst open like a dam of light. Type Amen to get blessing 115. Archangel Michael says you were born to be a healer of generational pain. Your life has never been random. It has always been a pattern of purpose, protection, and persistence. And your loved one has chosen you to finish what they could not. Do not fear your strength. It is not arrogance, it is inheritance. And heaven is proud of the way you've carried it, even when you didn't feel worthy. Type Amen to get blessing 744. You've been tired lately, not just in your body, but in your soul. They want you to rest now, not just sleep, but surrender. Stop fighting battles that are already being won in the spirit world. Archangel Michael says to prepare for a shift in your atmosphere. An overwhelming peace will enter your room soon, thick, warm, undeniable. That will be them saying, "I'm still with you. I always will be." Type Amen to get blessing 518. You will feel them most near water, shower, rain, lake, or ocean. Water carries spiritual frequency, and they often travel through it to reach you. Pay attention to your thoughts in those moments. They are not random. They may even leave coins, keys, or feathers in strange places. These are love notes from heaven, physical proof that they've been close. Accept them as confirmation, not coincidence. Type Amen to get blessing 838. They know what you fear the most right now, and they are already working to ease it. Even if it doesn't happen overnight, the outcome is already being divinely shifted. You will begin to notice a subtle joy rising inside you. It won't be loud or dramatic, it will be gentle, consistent, and healing. This is their energy flowing through your heart again. Type Amen to get blessing 990. Archangel Michael says your tears have become holy. Each one that fell built a bridge between earth and heaven. And now, your soul walks freely across that bridge. In your quietest moments, you'll hear their voice, not with your ears, but with your knowing. A sudden idea, an inner nudge, a peaceful reassurance. Listen closely. That is them guiding you from beyond the veil. Type Amen to get blessing 171. They've also asked heaven to surround your next big decision with clarity. You won't have to second guess much longer. Answers are coming quickly. Trust your first instinct. You will no longer carry the heaviness of the unknown. You will begin to walk with boldness, vision, and authority. Because the soul that once loved you is now leading you. Type Amen to get blessing 244. Archangel Michael says you are entering a chapter where nothing will be the same. Not because of loss, but because of awakening. This message is the portal. Your spirit has passed through it now. You are being spiritually reborn. The grief gave birth to power. And that power will be used for your protection, purpose, and peace. Type Amen to get blessing 599. Your loved one smiles at you through every sunset. They touch your shoulder every time you rise from the ashes. They sing with your soul when you laugh again. They are proud. Not just of what you've done, but of how deeply you've loved. Even through loss, even through silence, even through pain, you kept your heart open. Type Amen to get blessing 726. Archangel Michael says the time of sorrow is giving way to sacred joy. Your energy will change. Your body will feel lighter. Your spirit will feel guided. Because you've been chosen to walk with heaven now. This wasn't the end of a connection. It was the beginning of a supernatural one. This message is not closing, it's activating. Now, go forward with grace, with power, and with the eternal love of the one who still walks with you. They didn't just want to be remembered. They wanted you to remember who you are, because of them. Archangel Michael says, now that you've received the message your soul was crying for, you will start to breathe differently. Not just air, but hope. You are no longer carrying this grief alone. Your loved one is closer now than they've ever been in physical life. They are no longer bound by illness, time, or distance. Their spirit is free, and because of that freedom, they can now reach you in places no human touch could ever go. Type Amen to get blessing 488. You will begin to notice a softness in your world. Colors will seem warmer, music more emotional, and silence more meaningful. This is your spirit adjusting to their new form, one that travels with you in every dimension. Archangel Michael says, you may receive unexpected signs through technology. A text that echoes their words, a photo that randomly appears, or even a glitch in sound that mimics their voice. These are not technical errors, they are divine signals. Type Amen to get blessing 277. They know you miss their physical presence. The way they laughed, the comfort of their embrace, they are now the sound of their advice. And they flow into your world like air, that their essence was never confined to their body. When your eyes water for no reason, that is them brushing past your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 632. Archangel Michael says their love is rewriting your destiny from beyond. Every blocked opportunity is now being reviewed by heaven. What once failed you will now begin to flow for you. Expect phone calls, offers, invitations, seemingly random, but deeply timed. You'll start to notice divine alignment showing up all around you. This is what happens when a soul who loves you whispers your name into the fabric of the universe. Type Amen to get blessing 794. They also want to speak about your inner child. The part of you that was wounded long before they passed. They want that version of you to finally feel safe again. So don't be surprised if you suddenly want to do something joyful and childlike. Watch an old cartoon, bake their favorite dessert, dance alone in your room. That's not silliness, it's sacred reconnection. Type Amen to get blessing 387. You're not just healing grief. You're healing time. And every moment you choose to live boldly is a moment they celebrate in the spirit realm. Archangel Michael says you are on sacred territory now. This journey is not ordinary. It is rare, holy, and protected with layers of light. Type Amen to get blessing 922. There is someone around you who has no idea you're grieving so deeply. But they will say something soon, simple words, maybe even a joke, and suddenly, it will hit you like lightning. Your loved one is using them to speak. It may be a stranger. It may be someone who barely knows your loss. But in that moment, you'll hear your loved one's spirit say, I'm still finding ways to make you smile. Type Amen to get blessing 139. They want to reassure you, your prayers were not in vain. Even when the outcome wasn't what you hoped for, your words reached heaven. They gave your loved one strength during their final moments. You don't need to relive what you could have done differently. You were there in the ways your soul knew how to be. And now, they want you to live, not carry endless what-ifs. Type Amen to get blessing 480. Archangel Michael says you're about to experience divine déjà vu. Moments that feel familiar, as if your soul has walked through them before. That's because your loved one is preparing the future to feel safe again. You'll recognize certain places, numbers, or phrases repeating around you. This is their spiritual breadcrumb trail. Follow it, it leads to breakthroughs. Type Amen to get blessing 550. They've asked heaven to protect your sleep. So if you've been struggling with nightmares or restlessness, it will begin to lift. Your bed will soon become a place of healing, not haunting. You may wake up feeling lighter, or like you've been somewhere. Because you have, your soul has been visiting theirs in the dream realm. Archangel Michael says, you are not imagining it. Type Amen to get blessing 714. There is something you were planning to do in their honor, but you put it off. Now is the time. Whether it's lighting a candle, writing a letter, or donating in their name, they will feel it. It will release a spiritual wave across dimensions. It will remind your soul that this connection is still active. And it will bring you comfort deeper than words. Type Amen to get blessing 110. They've made peace on their side. Now, they want you to make peace on yours. This does not mean forgetting, it means allowing joy to live beside your love for them. Grief and happiness can hold hands. Sadness and celebration can coexist. And they want you to live in that divine balance. Type Amen to get blessing 843. Archangel Michael says, in the coming days, you will meet someone whose energy feels familiar. This is not a replacement. This is a reminder. Their soul may carry echoes of your loved one's essence. When this happens, don't panic. Don't question. Just smile, because it's proof your loved one is still weaving light into your journey. Type Amen to get blessing 625. This message is not ending, because they're not done speaking. You will continue to receive words, signs, feelings, and flashes that affirm they're still near. Every one of them is a love letter from eternity. Your life is no longer just yours. It is a sacred collaboration between you and the soul that loved you through life and beyond. And together, you are creating something holy. They are not gone. They are simply walking beside you, now invisible, but never silent. Your next step will not be alone. It will be a shared step, guided by the love that death could not erase. And Archangel Michael stands beside you, honoring this eternal connection with heavenly protection. This message will echo through your days. Let it live in your heart, and let your healing begin in full. Archangel Michael says, now that you've opened this message, you've unlocked a spiritual contract between realms. This wasn't just a moment of comfort, this was an activation. The moment you felt your heart stir, your loved one's spirit stepped forward even more boldly. They have been waiting for this, for you to be ready. Ready to believe. Ready to feel them again without fear. Type Amen to get blessing 561. You will begin to hear certain phrases echo around you, sometimes from strangers or even through media. And those exact words will feel like they were written just for you. That's not fiction, it's divine scripting. Archangel Michael says the spiritual realm is now conspiring in your favor. Because of your loved one's intercession, the veil has been lifted around specific blockages. What once delayed you will now surrender to you. Type Amen to get blessing 217. They want you to know, your name was spoken during their last moments. If they couldn't say it aloud, they thought it. And even now, in the silence of heaven, your name holds weight. Your love reached them. Your prayers wrapped them like a blanket as they crossed. They never felt alone, because you were their final light. Type Amen to get blessing 644. And now, they are your light. Archangel Michael says you'll begin to notice timing work unusually in your favor. Missing a bus, bumping into someone you didn't plan to see, or arriving at a place just in time, none of it is accidental. It is their orchestration. They are placing pieces of a divine puzzle into your daily reality. And all you need to do is trust how it unfolds. Type Amen to get blessing 799. You feared forgetting them. But now they say, don't remember us in pain, remember us in power. Let our story fuel your growth, not your grief. They are helping heaven craft a personal message for your soul every morning. Wake up and speak their name. And you'll begin to feel clarity arriving with the sunrise. Type Amen to get blessing 908. Archangel Michael says this connection is stronger than genetics, time, or even faith. It is soul to soul, eternal, and protected by divine law. No energy, no force, no loss can separate you now. Your ancestors are also stepping forward through this sacred channel. They recognize your resilience. And they are adding layers of spiritual favor to your name and household. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Expect blessings to come through channels you never even considered. Unexpected income, doors opening where there were only walls, and help from unlikely people. This is your loved one's hand extended from spirit, reaching into the physical. You've been asking, where are they now? They are here. They are in every moment you thought you couldn't survive, and still did. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Their last breath was not the end of their influence. It was the beginning of their reach expanding across dimensions. And you are the living proof of their eternal energy. When you laugh again without guilt. When you help others heal. When you choose joy despite the ache, that's when they're proudest of you. Type Amen to get blessing 718. Archangel Michael says your spirit has been promoted. You've carried pain with grace. And now, the divine must respond with glory. You will begin to speak and others will feel peace. You will enter rooms and bring clarity where confusion once ruled. Your very presence will become an atmosphere of healing. Type Amen to get blessing 524. They've also placed someone in your path who needs what you now carry.